Hear me out as I can, every doubt in my senses. All the sins paid, all the ends played, all the yells to reminisce. Let me make an attempt, as I love in my pants. Take it this way, made a mistake, now I'm all in the fence. No, we can't walk around and lead way. Briefcase, fill it up with all the things you ever doubt. These games should have ended, please thanks. No pretending replay, how it's been and if it's worth the run around. Well, let me think. Working to the bone, I couldn't call it though it seems. I can't go a day without a thought of being weak. So who am I?
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. A note about the opposition and their record over the last three: played 3, lost 3.
Yeah, that grabbed my attention, Peter, and it is turning into an ugly stretch now. And believe me, a dressing room can become pretty depressing when performances with bad results are being dissected. Blame can get a little out of hand at times, and not every player reacts well to it, so I think they'll be praying they can stick together here and at least produce a solid opening to this game.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Mallorca are the league's top scorers, formidable in front of goal. He's gone for it! Goal! The breakthrough strike!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Mallorca put themselves into the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
And he's surging through.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Deftly done. Gets good distance on it. Gets it back. And there'll be a throw-in. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Goes for goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Lucas Perez knocks it away, finds it, and the half-time whistle goes. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Mallorca head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So we're already into the second period. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And the finish! It's in! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Mallorca have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
A great gallop down the right-hand side. Chance! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Could move up a gear here. Mallorca, surprise winners in their last match. Made a mug of a few pucks. Has a hit! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Oh, good interception. Gets it upfield. A real chance to break. And he's one-on-one! Shoots! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next. Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Mallorca take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. And that is it. The referee has seen it up. Mallorca, very much the dominant side, almost the only side. Every time they've got on the ball, they look like scoring. It is a landslide. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Of course, we all love to watch the creative side of the game and goal scorers, but there's an art to good defence too, and their organisation and discipline has helped earn this win. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
From the clouds I'm walking, I don't need to take from your talking. When the hurricane comes, I'm on back roads. When the hurricane comes, you do not know. Oh, I feel the clouds of change when I'm riding in my my spaceship, calling out your rain, cause it's no one's time to soak it. You left me hopeless, swimming in your ocean. Got me thinking twice what I'm involved in. I just pull up, then skirt. You just pull up.
Well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The teams indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the weather may not be great for the duration of the evening. The clouds yet to open, but one suspects that they will pretty shortly, and when the rain comes, we are warned to expect plenty. Going for goal! Done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Point blank header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Battles to win it back. And the defence can get it clear. Forward, what has he got? Shoots! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And it's been taken short. Can he deliver? Has a hit! He delivered all right! You've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
It's a simple game. The striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Mallorca take the lead, 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Oh, good ball. Shot at goal! And in it goes! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Mallorca have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's one! He's got away with one there.
That was great pressure to force the initial error, Peter. It's the perfect example as to why this is a favourite tactic of a lot of teams these days.
This could fall anywhere. He's gone for it. Raul Albiol. Mallorca are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. Just brushed off the ball there. Over to the left. He gets past his man. Driving on, a real charge here. So who's he picking out? It has a hit! That's a half-decent try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Brings the first half to a close. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence the change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Mallorca in control at half-time, 2-0. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. And the finish! Yes! And they are cruising away. With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Good run through the middle, but he needs support. He's gone for it! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Cazorla. Villarreal were quick to defend their manager in the wake of criticisms levelled at him in recent days.
Look, some of the scrutiny is a bit over the top these days, and you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. But he really didn't help himself. His decision-making was puzzling, to say the least.
A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he could feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Iborra. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Has a pop! Sticks it away! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Villarreal give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. All the way back and they start again. Gets into a dangerous position. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Iborra. And it's Cazorla. And here's the chance to counter. So not long left in this now. 3 from 3 coming into today. Soon to be 4 wins from 4. It is a terrific run. Gone out for a throw-in. Figueros. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now the counter. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Mallorca away with the win. A job really well done in all departments. Real sum-of-the-parts team effort. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
Well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The teams indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the weather may not be great for the duration of the evening. The clouds yet to open, but one suspects that they will pretty shortly, and when the rain comes, we are warned to expect plenty of it. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. A note about the opposition and their record over the last 3: played 3, lost 3.
Well, they've hit a very worrying run of form, Peter, that needs to be arrested quite quickly, or they may take on a reputation of being the whipping boys from here. It's time to get back to basics and be a more competitive proposition. Getting the defence organised and the focus on clean sheets can help stop the rot and help them step away from it. And I hope the manager hasn't overindulged in meetings, because that can drive players mad.
We have already started here. Good run through the middle, but he needs support. Has a pop! Goal! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Mallorca takes the early advantage. Mallorca, oh, real danger here. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Brings it forward. He is not one readily to going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looks the harder thing to do.
Good run down the left. What can they make of it? He's played him through. Valladolid on the receiving end of some fairly harsh criticism, mainly about the tactical choices made by the boss.
I think it was quite fair, the criticism he received. He was blind to an obvious problem, and he was far too slow in reacting to it. He was never going to get away with that.
Hoists it high. Hits one! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Away from immediate danger. Walk forward. Shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Still a cracking effort. Really looked like a man on a mission the way he went through on goal.
Hoists it forward. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And it's half-time here. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Mallorca head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we're already back underway here. Has a go! Forward it goes. Mallorca are ahead here by what is still the only goal. So who's he picking out? It's a fabulous position. Shot at goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Massive leap! And he heaves it forward. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
And a header! gone a long way up and away. So here comes a substitution. Looks to dink one in. And through to the goalkeeper. And it's played forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. Now, what's he got in mind? It is quite a run he's making here. Plays it, hits one! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
There's going to be another change here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who is going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Mallorca just have to run down the clock. Still going. Where to next? Can he find and the finish? The whistle has gone and it is all over. Mallorca win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Oh, Peter, I'm sure a more...
Turkey clock in for their very first appearance at these championships. A special anniversary edition, in fact, games held across multiple nations, a true pan-European tournament that is a reflection of the pan-European nature of the game. And this is where it all starts for them. 11 players, many of them friends, some foes during the league season, now united for a single cause as they carry the hopes and expectations of a nation in this grand quadrennial event. Ahead of us, a month of non-stop adrenaline rush. I trust you are strapped in comfortably for what will be, at least for partisan parties, the most unbearable, thrilling of emotional roller coasters. This stadium has that feel of a genuine Colosseum. It could only be Rome. Here it is then, the first page of the first chapter of this special tournament.
All I hope is that these nations, as well as the players of course, can make a good account of themselves. And I also like the fact that such excitement isn't just something that one host country has the monopoly of. It's shared by so many people across the continent, literally, and that certainly created an extra special buzz.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marco Verratti. He's got great vision and passing ability and seems to be able to dictate the play in midfield. He also tends to develop a really good understanding with the forwards and just kind of senses the runs that they'll make. And I'm intrigued to see how he performs today.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Under. Insigne absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Now it's Immobile. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Italy have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
It's Immobile! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Immobile powers forward with a very strong run, if not a strong finish. Two couldn't stop him.
Rasyid. Under. Chiesa drives it forward, gets away from his opponent. Immobile! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Italy really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Taldirim. Turkey have it back and they can go again. That's not going to make it. Acerbi goes steaming forward. Oh, that had to be more accurate. Rasyid. That'll be a throw-in. Forward it goes. He's got through. Immobile. It's one! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Already up and running for the second half. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Immobile. Chance! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
And it's played forward. Insigne provides an outlet. Timely intervention.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable
And
here.
the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, been intercepted. Hoists it forward. Acerbi. Verratti. That's really nice. Now, what? It's Verratti! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Yokushlu. And here's Immobile. Caught offside that time. And that's been won straight back. Burak Yilmaz. Great strike! But the keeper's equal to it. And it's Immobile. He's got away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield.
Immobile! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Looking to force his way through. Çalhanoğlu gets it back. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And the through ball is intercepted. Well positioned to make that interception. And there goes the final whistle. Well, they've got a point. 3, of course, were preferable, but up and running for a new campaign. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I don't think they'll be too upset about that. 1 point is okay, and steering clear of an opening loss keeps the mood in the dressing room upbeat and confident that better results away.
Norway clock in for their very first appearance at these championships. A special anniversary edition, in fact, games held across multiple nations. A true pan-European tournament that is a reflection of the pan-European nature of the game. And this is where it all starts for them. 11 players, many of them friends, some foes during the league season, now united for a single cause. Approach the goal! And he nearly went all the way.
He was set on rounding it off in fitting style, but he couldn't make it fit.
Now it's Pjanic. Omar El Abdullawi. That's a throw.
Bosnia have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy. It's Dzeko! Goal! Bosnia-Herzegovina! There is the breakthrough!
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Dzeko showed real composure then. I mean, how often do you see a player do everything right until he gets into the box, only to completely kind of fluff the finish? Not him.
Bosnia and Herzegovina break the deadlock.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Oh, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. And he's away. Dzeko goes through, has a hit! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that really is so impressive.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Hoists it high, dangerous looking ball, but it's come to nothing. Kolasinac. Oh, too much weight on that. And that'll be the final action of the first half. The first half compared with your expectations?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And the second half gets underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
No way through there. Looks to clip it forward. They've won a corner. That is as far as they're going to go. King. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Bosnia really are enduring a frustrating spell when it comes to trying to move the ball around the midfield. They lack the sharpness and urgency.
King. Good determined running there, but one whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
The wall's done its job, that's been blocked. Johansson, and the weighted pass, cut out in the nick of time. He's got away. Dzeko gets through on his own. Real chance! Omar Al-Abdalawi drives it forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Dzeko.
Dzeko really just wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt were some very good options.
Cuts it out. Well positioned to make that interception. And here's Dzeko. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, it's not quite the end of the world, but it doesn't help. Defeat in the first game. Well, they need to Chelsea preparing here to be a part of the opening act of another major European club season. An epic tale lies ahead, a footballing drama to unwind over the course of the next 10 months. One where the central cast, both team and individual, will get to right that. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Christensen doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Young boys seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that.
No?
No, well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
Abraham gets wrestled off the ball. Keeper sends it forward. Plays it out to the flank. Whistle's gone, that's foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
That's great strength on the ball. Nicely controlled. So who's he picking out? And he has been fouled there. Massive lead! They score! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Young boys take the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Let down by a lack of accuracy. Hoists it forward. And very well to intervene. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Willian. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Soleimani. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before...
Header! Surely this time! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So there you have it, a close sport half of football. It still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And we're already back underway here. Chelsea didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Jorginho tries to get it forward quickly. Pulisic. Abraham. Out to the right. He's got options out wide. Throw it. Good challenge, he just stood firm. That's for the Crescent. He goes long. Capped it out. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
And it's played forward. Abraham.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Soleimani. Up for the header! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage. Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
So this is it. We're on the verge of witnessing a major shock.
Young boys can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
He's not going to get that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Chelsea have had their life made a little tougher. Defeat first up only adds to the pressure to win from now on in. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, we can't dress it up. It's not a nice way of opening the group. They're immediately under pressure to bounce back in the next one, but they can cling to a few positives from this and get right back into the mix, I think.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. It is terrific to be here in the foothills of the Alps at this most notable of modern stadia, the home of Juventus.
It's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances. You feel the rivalry.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it very, very strongly.
We're on the way.
Plays it over to the other flank. Toni Kroos. And it's Modric. Toni Kroos. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Modric, and here's Bale. He's had a go!
Modric quickly realised that he could have a pop. Not his best.
Roberto. Piqué. Hoists it forward. Suarez looks to get on the end of this. Sergio Ramos. Pepe plays it forward quickly. Played into the middle. Here's a corner. And it's been taken short. Casemiro. Casemiro! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Kroos plays it short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Kroos goes short. And it's Casemiro. Oh, it's beautiful, intricate passing. They are toying with their opponents.
Well, they know that their version of what they do is extremely good. I mean, it's a level of possession that leaves the opposition chasing shadows.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Gets the better of his man. Jordi Alba. Well, that's where he wants it. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Griezmann. Rakitic. And it's played forward. Away from immediate danger. There will be a throw-in. Just brushed off the ball there. Tries to get it forward quickly. Bale hits that long. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good. And the shot! Yes, it's in! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of how you've got him, how you don't. Brilliant.
Madrid take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted. And now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they'll want to see their team make all the running from here.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo goes up and over. Jordi Alba goes looking. That intervention was very necessary. And he's going long. Messi tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Done very well to intervene. Longley plays it forward. And here's Messi. Now it's Messi. It is a corner. That's gone a long way up and away. And it's Roberto. Forward it goes. And it's Cristiano. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot at goal! They are rampant! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now the counter. Bale. Now can he finish? Hits one! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. And they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Madrid totally rampant here.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned.
Benzema! Really well taken goal.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
And we've reached half-time.
Well, that flew by. It was breathless stuff. It's been one-way traffic here after the first 45 minutes. A relentless barrage that looks set to continue.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Madrid have run riot in the first half, and barring a miraculous comeback, they have done the job already.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Longley. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Pepe plays it forward.
Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Keylor Navas deals with it effortlessly.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Lobs it in gently. This is promising. And he's there to clear it. He's gone for it! Oh, brilliant! That is brilliant! He's got himself a peach of a goal!
And still they continue with the onslaught.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
Longley tries to get it forward quickly. Has he found his man? Roberto. Gorgeous control there. Messi. Messi's cross. Well, they can break here. Ball through needs to be good here. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Has a hit! Just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Forward it goes. And he's away.
It's Benzema! He scores! This is as ruthless as it gets.
Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage.
4 in the game. He is the man.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Benzema. How about Bale? And in it goes! A contest no more. It is nothing short of utter humiliation.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, there may be still more to come. No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo drives it forward. Hoists it forward. Jordi Alba with the clearance. It's come loose. Modric conjuring up some magic on the right hand. Towering header! It's in! Well, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
How many more does he want?
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit.
Shoots! It's in! And again, they pile on the misery.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off? No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Suarez plays it out to the flank. Breaks on here. Benzema. Benzema. It's Benzema! This is as ruthless as it gets.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Roberto. Real chance! And that's wide.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Tony Kroos. Now it's Bale. Bale! Oh, taken with style! And still they continue with the onslaught.
Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Now it's Bale. It's Bale! An absolute thunderbolt! A finish right from the top draw. Well, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
He's made it three. Quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Has he picked him out? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Modric. And it's got through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Rakitic looking to break out here. It's been intercepted and that will come to nothing. He gets past it. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's bounced out! Rakitic. And it's played forward. And that will be the final act. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. Well, how will we look back on that? That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
at you, sha-la-la-la. You look at me, sha-la. You kinda shy now, huh? You do as you said you would, you would, you would. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I get a feeling, I don't want to explain. Come on. Just see my face. I don't believe it. 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 I don't believe it.
Well, a very good evening to you as you join us for tonight's live game. Unfortunately, our weather forecast is somewhat less than promising. We're told to expect intermittent spells of heavy rain, which might very well impact on the quality of the football later. It'll certainly add a new dimension, especially for those players who like to keep hold of the ball. A few anxious faces hoping it will all somehow stay away, but I have to tell you that we are told is an extremely unlikely scenario. Truly, this is a capital venue fit for a truly capital club, which Roma, of course, are. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
And that gets things running. Smalling. Forward it goes. Conte. Pulisic. Plays it out to the wing. Played back in. Chance! There it is! Lovely goal. Perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Hoists it forward. Well, here is the raid we were told to expect. As Azpilicueta is there, and he can get that clear. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Well positioned to make that interception. Kante plays it forward. Abra has a hit! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Diawara plays it forward. Pellegrini gets it out to the wing. Zaniolo, towering header! Managed to get it away. Willian tries to get it forward quickly. Abraham, now the counter.
just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Pulisic. Hit long and direct.
And they've been caught out here. Aimed in, massive leap!
He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Kante drives it forward. Kolarov knocks it away. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Kepa sends that a long way. Defence has got rid of that. That's put paid to a promising move. Roma have it back and they can go again. Zaniolo. And it's played forward. And now they can launch a counter. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Willian's cross. He's dealt with that well. And it's Jorginho. It has got through to him. He's gone for it! Really well taken goal. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Spinazzola positions himself well and cuts it out. Dzeko plays it out to the flank. Zaniolo. Vertu. Has a goal! And in it goes!
Roma produced a lovely sequence of passes there. It's a terrific brand of football to watch, and importantly, it is a strong end product.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Dzeko. Zuma can get it clear. Looking for some... Going for goal! Oh, taken with style! Roma are level! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.